So, I work right now. So, another little thing that I wanted to add, because while I'm recording, I see, the comments and stuff like that, that you guys have posted so far on the video. And I see that, this is one of the reasons why I do videos, because I see that a lot of people don't have answers. They don't know what to do. And, I know it's hard. I know it's very hard. And I know you just let time pass by, and especially when kids are involved, it's very, very difficult to take that step because you think it's going to affect your child and so forth. But I had already been through that, with my kid's father. And because of everything that I went through before with him, the fact that I was stuck in a relationship just because of his opinion, because of my family's opinion, because of, everybody's opinion but mine. Even the kids, I consider the kids, I'm like, damn, they're going to grow up without a father and so forth. But the way that I see it is, you think that you're staying because of the kids, but honestly, that's just an excuse that you use because you're not strong enough to make that commitment to move on. Kids will move on as easy as you do. As long as you're happy and you have that connection with your kids will move on with you. That was something that I definitely considered because I'm like, finally, I found somebody who can stick along and ride along with us, and finally I'm a family with somebody, and to have that happen and it just all go away, it was very difficult. It was, yes, very hard to accept, but I couldn't use the kids as an excuse anymore. It was as simple as that. My kids are 7 and 5. So they understand, they see, and when I told my daughter that we were splitting up, she did cry. Goldo got sad, but I'm like, Mommy, do you understand why I'm doing this? And she was like, yeah, because you want to be happy. To me, it honestly doesn't matter what age your kid is. I mean, if they're a toddler or a baby, that's understandable, but if your kids are already old enough to understand, then they'll understand. I was like, oh, it shocked me, her response. And I'm like, do you really understand, though? She was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, well, then now let me ask you this. Do you want your mom to be, unhappy? Do you want your mom to keep, arguing back and forth and all of this? And she was like, no, Mommy, no. And that was really hard because they know, they see everything, they hear everything. So yes, it was definitely very difficult, but I saw that she understood, I know Goldo got over it. And yes, it hurts, the fact that, the fear of starting all over again. But honestly, the way that I see it is nobody knows where your life is going to end up next. I love Tiana. I love my wife very dearly, but she's just not, she's just not ready for me. And I learned to accept that, I learned to live with that because I feel like I knew what I was getting myself into, and I was selfish. Basically selfish with my mind because I knew better, but something in my heart, it was like a battle, something in my heart said, give her a chance, fuck it, give her a chance. And I took it. So I can't bash myself. I can't, I can't do nothing like that because I knew better. I took the risk, and that's just, there's always a consequence to every, to every action and choice that you make in life, whether it's a good result or a bad result. There's always a reason behind it. Now I know better, and I just know that I have to find, not really find, I think I have found myself through this whole process. I feel like I'm a lot stronger. I just have to focus on me now, being the person that I've always wanted to be, reaching my goals and dreams, and not feeling like I have, like I'm dragging a weight with me, like I'm being held back from being who I want to be, So I think that, like I said, kids is an excuse for you to stay. Your kids will understand, but that's not an excuse. Trust me, I learned the hard way. So yeah, my kids are fine. Of course they miss her all the time, and they were so used to having her around that they're like, "Mommy, where's Tiana?" Like, they understand that she left home, but they're like, "Oh, is Tiana coming with us?" Like whenever we do a family activity, is Tiana coming? I'm like, "No, baby, she's not." And I explained that to them too. I'm like, "You guys gotta get used to that. Tiana's not gonna be around like that, It's not like I'm secluding her from the kids. In the meantime, I am a little bit, because I feel like we need this time, like she needs her time to get her shit together, and I need my time to get my shit together. I think this time is good, and I don't want her to be around all the time or around the kids, because that's just going to confuse them and feel as if, like they're apart, and that hurt me a lot, because of the fact that I always felt a certain way. I felt like if she never fully accepted my kids, which really hurt me, And again, I was selfish, too blind to see it or to accept it. I saw it, but it was hard to accept, because, you marry this person and you devote yourself to this person, and all of a sudden they're gone, And one thing that really hurt me was that, like, once we were broken up and stuff, I had, blocked her off of my Instagram and so forth. So what she did was, because of that week that we were together but not together, and she was living at home, excuse me, I saw her make this effort of wanting to be in the kids' lives that I had never in 2.5 years seen, And it was like this effort that I always wanted to see. Like, she was like, "Oh no, the kid's this, the kid's that. I love those kids. I don't care what you do. I'm going to be a part of those kids' lives." And, she took them out and she did all of this. And I'm like, where were you this whole time, But I can't be a fool again, because to me it was like, maybe she's just doing it to win me over again, because that's something that she would always do. She would whenever I did try to leave, she would say the right things and do the right actions at the time to pull me back in, and I fell for it every time. And this time I'm like, I'm not falling for it again. Maybe she did realize that, she was lacking on that part, and she was really trying to make an effort, but it was already too late, So if you're stuck in a relationship and you feel like you're really not giving your all, and there are kids involved, you can't be selfish, man. So I definitely thought that I should add this little piece, because it's really important. It's really important for you to accept, And at the end of the day, nobody can make that choice but you. I honestly think that any relationship can work. But if you are to the point, for example, like me, that you were just fed up, like it was just pointless for you to keep going, then, you have to give that one last chance, because that's what I did. That's what led me to accept the fact that things were just not going to change. I gave her that one last chance, and I promised her on everything that was her last chance, And I needed to do that for me. I needed to accept it, and I put it all clear. I'm like, listen, I expect this person. I expect you to do this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I think that you're doing this, and this, and this, and this wrong. If after that last chance, nothing changes, then you'll know when you're ready to say, I'm done. You know, but nobody can do that for you but you. Not no matter what I say, no matter if I'm even sharing my experience with you right now, if you're not ready to move on, and if you keep putting all these damn excuses in front of why you're still hanging on, it's all up to you. Nobody can do that for you. Nobody can make that decision for you. I know eventually if, you know, you don't put things clear, and then things are just gonna eventually just happen, you know, and it sucks because you allow shit to go on for so long that's what eventually causes people to cheat, you know. I never cheated on Tiana, you know, but I'm human, and, you know, the thought of, you know, eventually when you get like so fed up and tired of being in a situation, you're just like, you know, you start wandering around. You know, you start wandering around like, you know, how about if there is something better out there? How about if there is somebody who can really value me for me, you know? But I never let my guard down, no matter how I felt, no matter even if I had that thing in me that told me, hey, you know, I didn't do it, you know? And it was just very difficult because I even had a point in time where I did let my guard down just a little bit, and I allowed somebody to come into my life, which is not typical of me. I think it was mainly because I was so damn unhappy. It was just a friend, but this person ended up like, you know, like in a way falling for me. And, you know, maybe in a different situation, it could have been somebody that I could have been interested in. But you know what? I was like, I'm not gonna be the one to fuck up. I'm not. And it was a friendship that I knew had to end, because if not, I knew it was gonna affect my relationship. So I literally ended it. There was nothing ever there. There was no disrespect. I just knew that this person was like feeding off of how I was feeling, you know. And I felt it as a threat to my relationship, and I ended it, you know, even if it was just a friend, but I ended it. So, you know, that's one of the things that really hurts me, because it's like, you know, like I know, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I know what I've done for Tiana. And that was something that I could have never, like, really shared with her. And she'll probably use it against me now, you know? Like, I know the type of person that she is. But, you know, I'm just... That's, I guess, what makes it even easier to move on. The fact that I know that I'm such a good person. I know that I would never do anything to hurt her. For her to just, like, simply not give a damn and not consider my feelings, when every action, every choice that I made always evolved around her and those two kids, you know. But like I said, it takes two. I just don't want you guys to keep with the bullshit excuses, because at the end of the day, you are where you are because of your choices and actions. So, Diablo, man noise. Alright guys, enough of the depressive shit. Just thought I'd share that with you guys. It's time to focus on me now. We'll see what the future brings.